The following program is paid for by animation.
You ready for an alert classroom?
Are you ready for fun, engaging classroom awesomeness to the extreme?
Then you need to teach lessons that keep the students involved, engaged, and you can do it with animation. Hi, I'm Josh Bell, and I'm here to talk to you about animation in the classroom. I've been using it in my classroom for the past 3 years, and I've seen drastic changes.
Mr. Bell, classrooms today have been using animation tools, and they really show to engage the students, make the lessons interesting, and it seems that the students are focusing more while the teachers use these animations.
Yeah, that's what we've been seeing, but don't take our word for it. Let's watch this clip of a classroom that isn't using animation, and let's see how it turns out for that teacher.
Good morning, class. Today, we're going to be learning about Shakespeare's Hamlet. Get your notebooks out and start taking notes. Class, I'm starting to write notes. You need to be paying attention.
Okay, I'm sorry. Anyways,
What was happening last time?
Class, come on. You need to be paying attention. I'm giving you guys notes.
That was bad. What did the teacher do wrong?
the lesson plan was good. The information was important, but yet the students weren't paying attention. It's a problem facing classrooms all across America, and now there's a solution: animation. It helps keep students focused, they're able to pay attention, they enjoy it, and with the technology in today's classrooms and the technology that students use today, this really helps them understand subjects that they weren't able to understand before.
Well, according to professionals in the field, they say that animation tools could be used in secondary, elementary, and special ed courses.
Yeah, let's go ahead and see what it's like with animation used in a classroom.
Today we're going to learn about different types of speech. Okay, come on class, we need to pay attention.
Whoa, look at that.
Okay, I know it's interesting, but we need to focus on this, okay? I'm going to stop this picture, and you all are going to tell me which type of speech it is, okay? Which type?
Aside.
Side? Good job. Yes. Okay, next one. Yep, just yell it out.
Okay. Soliloquy.
Good job. All right, this is the last one. I want everybody to say what it is, okay?
Okay.
Should be easy.
Monologue.
Great job. Wasn't that interesting?
Yeah.
This is the best lecture in class I've ever had.
It's so interesting with the
I
pictures.
know.
It's awesome.
Awesome, right?
So why use animation in a classroom? Well, to begin with, animation is more visually attractive. Being able to see words bounce across the screen and objects move grabs the student's attention. Animation doesn't just grab students' attention, it can help them grasp information faster too. Imagine listening to a description of the solar system instead of seeing it. Which method would be more effective? Animation has increased student understanding in science, foreign languages, music, art, and history. Today we are going to talk about how animation can improve student understanding in elementary, secondary, foreign languages, and special education. We will also discuss a few programs that are effective and easy to use for teachers. We'll begin by discussing animation in elementary schools. However, I need to stop this animation in order for you to solely focus on what I'm about to tell you. Perhaps one of the most difficult times to reach students with new information is while they are still adolescents and young developing minds. More specifically, I am talking about students in elementary schools. Young kids often have short attention spans and difficulty grasping information. Animation provides these young students with the ability to see, interact, and comprehend tough topics. Teachers in elementary schools often use animation for reading, science, and history. A few programs that teachers use are Active Inspire for Promethean, Smartboard, PowerPoint, and Achieve 3000. Animation opens up creativity and provokes deep thought in young students. Most of the young minds in schools all across America are visual learners, and seeing the subject only helps them understand. Along these lines, most kids have shorter attention spans than fully grown adults. Animation movements help draw attention and keep it for longer than standard methods. Have you found certain subjects that using animation improves understanding?
I use animation in math, reading, sometimes in social studies and science. They all seem to draw the students' interest into that subject and help them to understand things a little bit better.
What are a few keys you have found to using animation in the classroom effectively?
I think that using animation early in the year, showing students in small ways, like I use it for lunch count, doing it that way, and then having them manipulate things and play around with it. When you do it in a lesson, then it makes it a little bit more interesting for them, but then they don't tend to get off track as quickly for the lesson.
What are some distractions you have found that animation causes, and how do you handle them with students?
It depends on what subject you're doing. Sometimes animation can cause the students to become overly excited because it's something new, it's something interesting. So that's why I do try to introduce my students to it early in the year. But just kind of letting them know that there's a new way of learning coming, and we're gonna it might surprise you at first, but just giving you an opportunity to see something in a different way. Something comes in from a side, or you see parts of a whole come together. Yes, it's exciting, but we try to keep it toned down a bit, that doesn't get us off track.
What are a few of the animation programs that you use in your classroom, and what subjects do you use them for?
I use the Active Inspire software that goes along with our Promethean boards, and I use that for reading, math, science, social studies, and writing as well. We use PowerPoint occasionally. The students use that more in 4th grade, and we're tying that into in 5th grade. So we do use that as well. But then also they have a program called Achieve 3000, which provides the students with videos they can watch, and just reading passages and different things that ties into information that is relevant to them. So we use all of those things, and they're all very things that the kids very much enjoy using.
What are a few of the subjects that you use them with?
I use the Achieve 3000 goes for reading primarily. There is a math component, and there are thought questions and writing questions, so that one is universal as well. But the Active Inspire is straight across the board: math, reading, writing, science, social studies.
Lastly, how do you utilize animation in your lesson plans?
Whenever I have something new that I'm trying to teach the children, I get on the internet, do some research, see what's the best way to do it, and then I try to tie some of those things that I am finding on the internet into my lessons. So if I'm teaching something on fractions, look for something on the internet on fractions, and then be able to use animation in some way to tie that into the lessons, because you have your students that are stimulated with video games all day long, so they need that kind of extra motivation, so to speak, to learn and keep them actively entertained.